What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Yesterday, I actually filmed the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame, the 2025 Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame ceremony. It's a really cool ceremony, and there's 2 new members that get inducted into the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame in this video. I do want to apologize for the very beginning of this video. I was trying to fix the camera, but you can still listen to it. It gets better after the first 15-20 seconds. And this took place at the 41st Blackhawk Open, and I actually did play it, and you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for that vlog, but let's just roll right into the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame.
My name is Dave Hook. I'm PDGA number 3353, but I'm not the lowest number here today. I'm a co-founder of the Blackhawk Metro Disc Golf League. I was its first director, and I had the honor of being the tournament director for the 1989 PDGA Pro Disc Golf World Championships. September 15th, 1985. It was 40 years ago. The league had just finished its first season, and we decided to have our first tournament. So D.L. Redmond, Dan Schultz, and I had met a guy from Ottumwa, Tom Kramer. Tom had come up to run disc golf tournaments at Tourist Park in Cedar Falls. So we became friends with Tom, and he was always willing to help us in learning how to run tournaments. So the 3 of us traveled around the state, and we met and learned the ropes from people like Bob Kramer, Kim Steele, Jeff Harper, and Scott Innes. It was then, and it still is now, a brotherhood of people who look out for each other. The sport kept growing, and due to efforts of these people, players and discs kept getting better, and Iowa was on the cutting edge of it all. Iowa has a very long history in disc golf. We've hosted 2 PDGA World Disc Golf Pro Championships. We held the very first U.S. National Women's Championships. And we boast several, not just 1 or 2, but several PDGA World Champions, including the current #1 rated player in the world and the defending PDGA World Champion, Gannon Bureau, from Urbandale. So we have got lots to be proud of as disc golfers in Iowa. Today, we gather to honor 2 deserving disc golfers with the highest honor that we have here in Iowa, and that's induction into the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame. This honor only happens every 2 to 3 years, and it is a result of a lifetime of dedication to the sport of disc golf. It starts with being nominated, going through a vetting process, and finally being approved by the remaining members of the Hall. It's a long process, and it's designed to keep due process and integrity in the Hall of Fame. I would now like to introduce the members of the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame and ask if they are present here today to come up when I call your name. From the very first class of 2011, Bob Kramer, Jeff Harper, Tom Kramer, who's deceased, and Juliana Corver. From the class of 2013, Kim Steele, who's deceased, Scott Innes, Jason Steffen, and Des Redding. From the class of 2016, Becky Zalek, deceased, Brian Malone, deceased, Doug Payton, Doug's still with us, and Jay Yeti Redding. From the class of 2018, Dave Hook, D.L. Redmond, and Dan Schultz, deceased. From the class of 2021, Allison Wiley, Steve Nixt, and Chris Sprague. From the class of 2023, Jackson Gilmore, and Chris Thorne. And now, from the class of 2025, Adam Olson, and Mike Kinsey. I would now like to introduce Chris Sprague, who will present new Hall of Fame member Adam Olson.
Thank you. And Adam asked me to keep this short, so I thought about just dropping the mic. In true Adam style, if you've ever heard one of his speeches, they're amazing and quick. Adam, you're an absolute champion in my mind. You've been a mentor, a friend, and I'm honored to be here to introduce you to the Hall of Fame. He's the 2005 United States Amateur National Champion. He's won 75 tournaments out of 378. That's a 20% win ratio. One in every 5 tournaments he signs up for, he takes home the trophy. It's amazing. It's a very small class of people that do that. You've run tournaments, you've run the team tournament in Iowa, and you've been an absolute mentor to people that look up to you, the young community. You try not to be, but I know you are, and they do respect you, and we all do. I love you, man. I appreciate everything you've done, everything you've given me, and all the time that you put into all of the people. I remember you one time saying that you didn't have any disc golf friends. I'd like to think that's changed. I love you. Let's introduce Adam Elliott, or Adam Olson, sorry. My best friend growing up was Adam Elliott. Adam Olson and the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame. I've thought about this a lot. I've spent a lot of time playing golf, and I just don't know what to say. Thank you. Thought about what I was going to say in this speech today, and it has nothing to do with accomplishments. It has to do with my family, the way they raised me. I'm sorry. I came this from my mom, my dad. It's a very proud moment that I don't know, just a lot of work, a lot of time, effort. This feels good.
Thanks, Adam. I would like to present Mike Kinsey to the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame. I first met Mike in the fall of 1985 when he joined our league for our first fall league, and he quickly immersed himself in the sport and in our league. Starting out first as a player, but he quickly morphed into a doer. He was always one of the first ones there on work days, and you could count on Mike to be there on our league winter meetings that we had to decide to improve on what we were doing in our league. Mike became the Blackhawk Metro Disc Golf League director, and he did that for 8 years, running the league and all the tournaments involved. Mike is the one responsible for the Deerwood Park Disc Golf Course in Evansdale, both the original layout and the newly finished redesign of the course. Mike was not only a successful player in the sport, but he has worked in all the dirty details that it takes to grow the sport. He has met with countless city officials to improve all of our local courses. He has done the shovel work to build and improve these courses. He has made personal sacrifices to make sure his visions came to reality. Now, Mike has many tournament wins and league trophies, but the 40 years of work and dedication to the improvement of our sport is what stands out to me the most. I truly believe this type of effort is what makes Mike a very worthy candidate to join the Hall. It's my extreme pleasure to introduce to you 2025 Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame member, Mike Kinshey.
I knew I couldn't get through this without some notes, so bear with me here. Not a lot. I want to thank everyone in attendance today for taking time. My wife Michelle, for putting up with me. And Adam made a good point. You know, your parents mean a lot as you're growing up, so I think I was fortunate to have good parents to bring up a person that could do the things that I've done. So I started playing disc golf in the early 1980s with a 165 Whammo Frisbee. In 1985, I met Brian Malone during that summer. He sold me my first disc, an Arrow, AVR Arrow. I still have it. I was going to show it to you. Toss me that disc. First run Arrow. I lost it for a few years and got it back, so I've always treasured that first disc. So I got an ace with that disc in my very first year, and I was hooked immediately. I kept a list of all my aces, and last December I hit my 67th ace. Several local players took leadership roles during the early years. Dave Hook, Dave Redmond, Dan Schultz, Brian Malone. Brian Malone lived right over here on the other side of the road, would always have discs in the back of his car, in his trunk, so he was a special person. Brian Pro Malone carries a special place in my disc golf development and sense of generosity with his time and promotion of the sport. It's something that I try to carry on. My induction today is primarily for my participation, physical labor, promotion, and leadership roles. It's for my love of the sport. I did have 5 PDGA wins to my resume, along with 9 more non-PDGA event wins. My early years were highlighted by 2 wins in 1990, the Oskaloosa Open. 8 current Hall of Fame members were in that group. And then a few weeks later, the Waterloo, it was a 2-day event here in Waterloo. And there were 7 current Hall of Fame members in that group. In 1991, I got married, graduated from Hawkeye Community College, started my career, and weekly play was less frequent after that time. I shifted to taking a leadership role in the Blackhawk County Metro Disc Golf League. Eventually I passed on those leadership roles to others, and I thank them for that. In 2002, I had my third child in many ways, Deerwood Disc Golf Course. It was designed and built. 20 years later, we expanded the course and lengthened it, and I'm this close to having all the benches in, and it will be complete. Started in 2022 and finished most of it in late 2023. So I'm pretty proud of that course. And disc golf isn't the most popular or profitable sport, we all know. But I think Iowa has a lot to be proud of with Des Redding, Juliana Korver, both with multiple world championships, and our current world champion, Gannon Bird. A probable future Iowa Hall of Fame member, by the way. In conclusion, I'd like to encourage all of you players out there to get involved with promotion of this sport. I've got more pride and satisfaction from my volunteer role than I ever got as a competitive role. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, that concludes the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I'd like to invite everybody to a post-ceremony celebration. We're going to have it at Bootlegger's Kitchen and Bar, which is formerly Jameson's in downtown Waterloo. It's at 310 East 4th Street if you need GPS. We have a private balcony reserved for disc golfers. It's in the back of the bar. They also have great food there if you need to eat something before your way out. But if you can, stop in, have a beer with the inductees, get some discs signed by the other Hall of Famers. And thanks again for everything you do for disc golf. Do more.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, we're back. I hope you guys really enjoyed the Iowa Disc Golf Hall of Fame video. It's a very cool ceremony just to sit there and really enjoy and have a lot of respect for people that have really shaped the Iowa disc golf scene. I'm definitely proud to be from Iowa and just see all the great work and just the family that Iowa disc golf really has. And yeah, that's gonna close out the video. If you guys are new here, hit that like, subscribe button. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a tournament vlog of the Blackhawk Open, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, be nice to yourself.